In an exclusive interview with TV Platinum, Honorable Kalejayi Adeboye Paul, the lawmaker representing Ajeromi Ifelodun Federal Constituency in Lagos State, outlined his achievements over the past year and provided insight on critical national issues including security, the economy, and legislative matters. He emphasized his commitment to constituency engagement through regular town hall meetings and development projects that reflect the need of the people.
I have embarked on solar street lighting, and I'm doing street lighting in 16 streets. I have done 6 now. It's still continuing. Before the close of the end of the year, I will have lit up 16 streets within the federal constituency. I've also completed a bulk of, 6 classrooms in Ladikwa Primary School in the fellow axis of my federal constituency. It's been completed, it's been furnished, so it's awaiting commissioning for us to hand over to them. Then I'm also going to have, already taken delivery of what I call the medical aids. The medical aids are in twofold. The first medical aid is the one I call equipping some medical centers. So some medical centers will be equipped, particularly one or two, will make provisions of beddings for them, thermometers, all of the implement incubators and what have you. That will also be done before close of December. So you see that we're giving to one health center, but then if we want to be fair to the two local governments in the federal constituency, the Ajeromi Felonu, local government, the Felonu SCDA, we will have to share the equipment into two.
Addressing national security, the lawmaker proposed practical solutions to improve collaboration between security agencies and the public. He stressed the importance of citizen cooperation with security forces to effectively combat crime and ensure lasting peace across the country.
How long shall we cry about security issues? It also shows that we have not and yet to be there. We need to improve our security net. And I was also saying something, and because of my discussion with some of my colleagues, to say that, to my mind, President Bola Tinubu, during his campaign, also alluded to the fact that we might need to fight insecurity with, some kind of other device in terms of, you know, deploying modern technology such as the use of internet, the use of cameras, the use of to police our entire landscape with sufficient, you know, information technology devices, whereby we could also monitor the coming in and going out of some people within our territorial, our territory. But of course, that's huge capital intensive. But no matter how much the capital intensiveness of the issue may be, we must also start to think of deploying technology to fight security problems.
On the state of the economy, Honorable Kalejayi expressed confidence in the policies of President Bola Tinubu, stating that the government is on the right track towards economic recovery and sustainability. He commended the administration's emphasis on diversifying the economy beyond oil, highlighting the potential of agriculture, technology, and manufacturing to drive growth.
Solution or the situation is, how do we mitigate against all of these high skyrocketing prices? First and foremost is to say that while government is battling, we must speak to ourselves. What has happened to us as a Nigerian economy? Any economy that is monolithic in nature will face the catastrophe that we're facing today. We're a mono economy, oil dependent. There's no room for diversification. So every economy that is mono in nature will crumble. So what government is trying to do, that I am aware of, is to inject more vibrancy into agriculture. And that's why government is procuring equipment, subsidizing or providing fertilizers and what have you. But then, how many of us are ready to go back to the land? So if we go back to the land, can we continue agriculture in the crude manner in which our forefathers did? No, we cannot continue. So the introduction of modern technology, modern facilities, equipment must also come in.
Honorable Kalajaye also addressed the recent discussion about presidential honors and the perceived disparities between the Senate and the House of Representatives. He clarified that both legislative chambers play essential roles in national development, and honors granted by the president reflect contributions made by individuals across different capacities.
We had issues as to why will the Senate president be honored with a GCON, and then the speaker is given a lower recognition. And then we're trying to look at the disparity, and then trying to make a comparison between the Senate and the House of Representatives. And our conviction is that there is no lower house, there is no upper house. We'll have a bicameral legislation. We'll have the Senate, we'll have the House of Representatives, and they are equal status. If you look at, yes, they may be smaller in number, but of course they represent larger constituencies, and we are larger, we represent 360 federal constituency. And in terms of powers and what we do, we all have a very deciphered responsibilities. Why they have the power to confirm nominees of the president, the power of the budget appropriations lie more in the Federal House of Representatives than even in the Senate.
In concluding the interview, the lawmaker reaffirmed his commitment to delivering impactful policies and infrastructure projects for his constituency. He urged the people of Ajeromi Feludun to continue supporting his initiatives, assuring them of more developmental projects in the coming months. Oluwatobi Eniitan, reporting for TV Platinum.